my eyes as Ewan positioned himself between me and Elliot. Oh my god, are you jealous?
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello Aromas, this is Aromie here. Welcome back to Changeling. We're here in the club room. I actually don't really remember what happened. Where's my pen? What happened in this the last episode? So didn't really think I was going to have to watch. Oh wait, when Elliot was telling us how he got infected. Yeesh, he'd been attacked on the way home or something. That sounds sort of terrifying. Yeah, I'm learning that on the side of things, you have to watch out for things you're not used to watching out for. At least you don't have a massive scar. I wouldn't mind a cool scar. I don't even have the opportunity to acquire cool scars anymore now that I heal so fast. Besides, you also have people thinking you fought off a bear. Yeah, that's a lot more annoying than you think. I just laugh at the two of them. Wow, it sounds like they both have pretty dramatic stories to tell. The smile faded slightly. Then again, I guess I did as well if you count all those disappearances as part of my story. Seems like no one gets an easy entry into this side of things, huh? Unfortunately not. It's a little crowded in here today, isn't it? Oh, hi, Ewan. Ah, Ewan. I gave him a hesitant smile and wait. Hadn't really seen him since yesterday morning. He frowned slightly, then, to my surprise, had a seat in one of the wingback chairs. I kind of expected him to go straight through the courtyard, like he usually did. Don't usually see you up here in the morning. I could say the same for you. Nah, well, seems like I have some free time these days. Ewan frowned. That rumor was true? Danny rubbed the back of his head awkwardly. Looks like it was. The look on Ewan's face was surprising. He stood up suddenly and practically bolted out of the club and into the courtyard, slamming the door behind him. What the fuck happened? What? I stared after him for just a second there. It seemed like he was going to make an attempt to actually socialize. What was that about? Ellie and Danny shared a look. Bad memories, I guess. Of what? Well, like I said, some people have had far more dramatic exits from their normal lives than me. I glanced toward the door, wondering exactly what that meant. Then again, Ewan seemed pretty private in general. It wasn't like he'd volunteer his story at all in the time I'd known him. Maybe I should just leave it be. Oh, fuck. Fuck, you gave me a choice like this already? Ask more about Danny and Elliot? Ask about Ewan's backstory anyway? No. We're not gonna ask. I want to hear it from Ewan himself. Though I really wanted to ask about Ewan and what happened to him, it just didn't feel right to ask someone else, not if I couldn't ask him directly. If it was something I didn't feel I could ask him, then I probably shouldn't ask anyone else either. Instead, I shot Danny a teasing smile. You have a scar that makes people think you fought off a bear. That sounds amazingly dramatic, like a story I definitely want to hear someday. You too, Elliot. I mean, vampire. Enough said. Elliot grinned at that. I'd love to tell you that story sometime, though it's actually really boring. I don't even remember much of it. It's a story after the fact that's interesting. How long did it take you to work out that you'd been turned? Elliot turned red and covered his face. Please don't remind me about that. I just laughed. I'll be honest though. I remember that he tried to bite his sister, stepsister or whatever. I'll be honest though, I'm also really kind of wanting to hear how you two became friends. I mean, no offense, but you seem really different. He gave me a sheepish smile. Yeah, that story is definitely one for the record books. Yeah, no. Oh? Now my interest is definitely piqued. It can be summed up with the words, Dan was totally nut. Danny clapped a hand over Elliot's mouth before he could finish that. What? What was that finishing? What? Yeah, we're not saying that. I giggled at the two of them. It was sort of funny because they were such utterly normal guys, dealing with crazy things of course, but the way Elliot got embarrassed so quickly and Danny's easy laugh, it was sort of reassuring in a way. Like it meant you could still be normal and still be a part of all this. But the one I was really curious about was Ewan. Something had happened to him, something that made him the way he was. I wasn't sure what knowing would really do for me, but I couldn't help but want to know anyway. I wasn't sure if it was because he was Fae and it felt relevant to me, or if it was because it was Ewan. Danny stood and stretched. I think I'm heading down, only 10 minutes left anyway. Ugh, I have no idea why you like getting to class early. Helps get me in the right mindset. You two coming? I have something to take care of first, so I'll be down in a few minutes. I'll be right behind you. Just don't be late, either of you. I won't, Dad. Danny laughed quietly as he exited the club. I pulled out my journal. I wasn't going to have time to read, but I've been lax in keeping notes about all the goings on lately. I could at least write some of the recent developments down before I forgot them. So I guess things have been pretty rough, or pretty tough, not rough, for you since moving back here, huh? I looked up at him surprised. I figured he had something to do in the library and that's why he stayed. I gave him a pained smile. Well, I guess I'm not the only one. I probably just whine about it more than anyone else. Hey, come on. You're really new to this. You're entitled to whining a little. We've all been there. Dana was pretty upset about quitting the team, you know? I mean, I know he probably doesn't seem like it now, but... No, I mean, I could tell. The only reason he handled it okay at all was, well, he's been dealing with the werewolf thing for a while now, and I guess he kind of saw this coming. You've been dealing with all this for like a week and a half. No one's going to blame you for being frustrated. I hope you know that. That's good to hear. I've had some moments of wanting to scream and throw things. I know the feeling. I can't imagine you ever screaming and throwing things. Well, being a vampire doesn't come with that much frustration, not as much as being Fae probably. I don't know. That whole blood thing seems like it could be kind of annoying. Well, it was weird at first, I guess. You get used to it. So, wanna walk down with me when you're done with whatever you're doing? I laughed slightly. Sure, just writing down some notes from the last few days. Keeping track of everything. I went back to writing down everything about the brownie fairy beans. Yeah, it helps keep things straight. Helps me keep my research on track too. He leaned over, frowning down at the journal. What language is that? I love how Elliot and everybody's route though. He is really trying to win our hearts over. Oh, it's not really a language. I mean, not a real one. It's more like a code Spencer and I came up with as kids. Well, I mean, it was mostly me. I guess it kind of started as a twin language, just between Spencer and I. Well, seriously, I didn't even think that was a real thing. Yeah, I mean, it's not terribly common, but it's a real thing. Anyway, as we got older, I sort of developed this written code for it. Spencer apparently forgot it all a long time ago, but since I still remember it, I thought it might be useful for a research journal, because if my mom ever found and read all the crazy things I'm writing about, she'd definitely wonder about my sanity. That's pretty smart. Thanks. The door to the library slammed open again and Ewan stalked in. He froze when he saw Elliot and I bending over my journal, then frowned at us both. What are you two still doing here? I raised an eyebrow. He was in a lovely mood. Not sure who made you king of the club room, but we're just finishing up something, and we're heading down now. I shut the journal and slid it in my backpack before I stood. Elliot followed suit and we started out. Wait. Ewan, is this the whole mood swing phase shit? Because I can't handle. I paused and glanced back at him. He shoved his hand in his pockets and looked away awkwardly. I'll walk with you. Oh, are you sure? We're not in the same class. Is it out of your way? I don't want to intrude. I was surprised by that one. Ewan didn't seem to go to class a lot, at least not first period. He followed us into the hall and the three of us went down together. I rolled my eyes as Ewan positioned himself between me and Elliot. Oh my god, are you jealous? Completely blocking Elliot from view. Oh my god, are you protecting? He must be protecting. I had to lean around him to maintain a conversation with Elliot. Not that Ewan seemed to notice.
And welcome back everyone to the Xbox Interactive Studios. I'm Easy and we'll be continuing on showcasing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order here today. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order
where is
an
coming
amazing
from?
game, very immersive.
Okay, that was mega weird. Apparently, I was on the GameStop website, and apparently it decides to play video. That was fucking weird, okay. Not that Ewan seemed to notice or care. I was even more surprised when Ewan followed us all the way to literature and entered the class with us. Wait, are you telling me Ewan had literature first period? From the very beginning? Wait, this is your first period class? Wait, no, it made perfect sense. Ewan hated literature and always skipped first period. Even Miss Roberts had been yelling at him for skipping, and I knew he had afternoon classes with Spencer. Wait. Holy fuck, wait. What? Whoa. Mind blown. Literally. He shuffled his feet a little awkwardly, looking away. Glad you could join us today, Mr. Croft. She laced her hands together and looked across the class, gaze landing on Mark Lowy, who was one of the only students without a partner. She then flicked her gaze my way. Oh no. Mark's my fave. And Ewan is getting to be a close number one. If you put them two together, I cannot. Elliot, would you be so kind to relocate and partner with Mark? Oh, fuck. What? Marcus let out a soft sigh, the only indication he wasn't pleased with this turn of events. I feel our reticent Shakespearean expert might be more inclined to stay with us if he has a more engaging partner. Wait, you're into Shakespeare too? Oh my god, this is like the perfect romance. The class tittered softly as I felt my face go hot. What the heck did that mean? Seriously? I mean, Mark isn't very enthusiastic, so I'm probably the better partner. Come, you will benefit from having this melody as his partner, and I think the entire class will benefit from hearing you and Mark read Shakespeare together. Man! He shot me a distressed look as he or are they calling me the Shakespearean smart person? Do you like Shakespeare? I don't know. If you do, then this is crazy. He shot me a distressed look as he relocated to Mark's side, leaving an empty desk next to me for Ewan to slink over to. What the heck? Was this more of her attempts to stick cryptics together? Did Ewan have to be with me because we were both Fae or something? No, I think. What if? Just asking here, just throwing this out there. What if Ewan actually requested me? So, what if that was his requirement to come to class, that he has to be with me at all times? No, that would be weird. Then why? Sorry you had to switch partners because of me. No, this is amazing! He mumbled the answer so I barely heard him over the others chattering in class. I didn't get a chance to answer. Miss Roberts clapped sharply and instructed us to all get busy. Ewan unsurprisingly didn't have his playbook with him, so we had to share mine. His reading was really hesitant at first, but not in the same way as Elliot, who stumbled over the complex dialogue and clearly didn't understand the meaning of what he was reading sometimes. Ewan seemed to have a reluctance to actually just say the lines. I mean, he was in drama club, right? But I was too distracted by the fact that he'd shown up, that he was even in this class. I guess Miss Roberts' threat worked on him. It was so weird sitting next to him in class like this. I found myself studying his profile as he reads. Oh my god, stop staring, please. He was staring down so intently at the playbook, and I couldn't help but wonder why he'd shown up so subtly, especially after so long skipping, and when he got told off the other day. It hadn't seemed like it really had made much difference. But now, here he was. He turned his head toward me, and for just a split second I stared up into his eyes, struck by how pretty they were. One a warm, deep brown, and the other blue flecked with faint green. I realized I was staring again, and suddenly my face heated up and I looked away quickly. You're lying. Right! Sorry. Ugh. I said I wasn't going to stare at him. Somehow, thank God he can't read my mind. Wait, Mark can hear my mind though. Somehow he didn't seem as bothered this time. Then again, I wasn't staring at his neck, thinking about how weird it must be to be a Dullahan. I'm sure that made a difference. Even so, I made sure to keep my gaze firmly on my playbook for the rest of class. Before I realized that everyone was packing up and getting ready for the bell to ring, I started getting my things together as well, shooting you an uncertain smile. You're good at this. I mean, just, you know, lots of people struggle with Shakespeare. I have a lot of experience. So you do like Shakespeare? Oh? The bell rang just then. He looked away awkwardly as he stood. I'll talk to you later. He left quickly after that, leaving me staring after him. I let out a sigh and headed to my next class, not looking forward to seeing my brother there. It was pretty stupid addressing him as much as I did, but ugh. It didn't matter much anyway, since he basically ignored me the entire time. I returned the favor and ignored him as well. Both classes we sat a few feet from each other, but it felt like we were on different continents. I couldn't help but remember when the staff would try to keep us in different classes because it would cause so much trouble if we were together. Passing notes, giggling, and if Allie was with us too? The teachers dreaded having the three of us in class together, but that felt like ages ago, like a team I'd never be able to get back, especially not now. I just pushed those thoughts away and tried my best to focus on class, because focusing on anything else was too frustrating. By the time lunch hit, I was feeling a bit better. School, as much as it was just school, kind of had a way of calming me down. Maybe because being in class made everything feel normal again. I stopped by my locker, then headed to the cafeteria. I caught sight of a familiar head of pink hair and smiled to myself as I picked up the pace to catch up. And I saw another familiar face on the way there. Hey Chico, I was hoping to see you today. She shot me a shy smile. I was hoping to see how things worked out last night. Oh, it was fine. I mean, I assume I woke up in my bed for a change. That's a relief. I'm not sure whether I tried to leave or not, but it's a success for now, I guess. Hey, Chico. I looked up as he barreled toward us, apparently having caught sight at some point. He beamed at Shelly as well as he joined us. Hi, Shelly. Oh, you two know each other. Of course, I know everyone in the club. Anyway, do you want to have lunch with me today? So hard to say no to that smile. But this is where I'm actually gonna stay for today, and I had to turn on the light to the room. But so far, this route has really started captivating my heart. I have a huge feeling that Ewan might top Mark, and that is fucking crazy. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
touch it, I need that.